Welcome to Old Person Minecraft Videos. Today I'm going to talk about the church that I built in my little town called Momville. And there it is, looking all beautiful with the setting sun. The inspiration, I live in Texas, and we have a thing that there were a bunch of Germans and other people, when they arrived in the 1800s, they didn't have a lot of money, but they wanted to build nice churches, and they had the know-how. So they would build these just very, very austere, simple churches, but the insides were decorated like crazy. The exterior there is the St. John the Baptist in Amnesville, while the inside of this one is St. Mary's of Praha Catholic Church in Flatonia. So you can see the floor plan I developed using a grid. Each grid, of course, indicates a Minecraft block. And you can come back here and do a screenshot of this to study it. And I started, as usual, in creative, blocking it out. Spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to do the steeple. And here's the facade. You can count all it's laid out exactly for how it is shown right here. So you can use that plan to help you if you want to use to help you build it. Now, going inside. Oh, see, I have this backing up to my village. So I put iron doors here so that they would not escape. Oh, well, apparently it even keeps me from entering. And here's the inside of the church. I went with prismarine and copper tile on the ceiling, which, plays off of that St. Mary's of Praha Catholic Church. And here's the layout. The prismarine and copper together duplicate the colors and all that. But as you can see, when I first started building it, of course, the copper took a long time to tarnish. And at this point, I did not have prismarine. There's the floor right there. So that was actually the first thing I put in. You can see there it's finally starting to tarnish. And there it is today. Yeah, it took days and days to completely tarnish. Here's the altar using quartz block steps and slabs. Let me get up here. Okay, now here's behind the altar. I put the cleric with his amethyst and all that. I used the glowstone to create a very, very simple stained glass effect, but the side windows here are just black glass. Just to keep it real simple. And I used the droppers not the droppers, what they call those little black things? Hoppers and birch fence posts to create the supports, which are inside these painted churches. They don't have the large columns. They usually have much more slender columns like this. Again, using the glowstone for stained glass there. Now on this side, I found a bunch of glowberries and I added them in each of the corners, which kind of adds the painted effect as well. Do you see the stripped birch along the top there? That kind of plays off of the birch fence post. But I used jungle wood for the pews for a little bit softer. I was going to do acacia, but it ended up being too bright. Now, I did work around with this steeple. I think that the plans that I showed should give you enough information for that to figure it out, because you have to make sure you can have a ladder that's going to give you access to the steeple. And here's your little attic space. You could use this I should put some trunks up here and store all my diamonds or something. Then you can actually seal it off so no one knows it's here. So that's just the attic that ends up between this top roof and then the inside ceiling. So here we go to the top where the bell tower is. And there you go. There's a little tiny bell. It looks so tiny. I don't think the villagers know it's up there. There's my Golem Memorial and my water tank in my hotel. Tops of my grocery store and diner. Okay, here's the roof. So I did the deep slate tile roof, stairs with the single slab on the ridge there. And again, look at the plans that I did and you'll see it. And you can see each of the corners had like a little buttress with a little deep slate block and post on top of it. So here's the steeple, the bell tower. Okay, this was in creative mode, shows you a little different angle so you can see how the stairs are working. Took a lot to really figure this out. A lot to going back and forth in creative mode. I'm going to get around here so you can see how it steps backwards. You know, because the steeples would kind of go up straight, but they would also step in at certain points. Okay, you can see from here, from the front, you see how it steps in. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to jump onto that roof there. I'm probably not going to make it since I'm going downhill, but we'll try it anyway. Parkour, right? Parkour! Ah, didn't make it. So I have a little door there. And that's how the villagers access the rest of the village. I don't know. I like to have like an active village. I like to have a functioning village. Here's the back. You can see how it steps up at the back. There's that glowstone stained glass cross there. See how it bumps out on the back. Again, look at the plan. It shows you how it bumps out. And then each side is the same, where you have the corner buttresses there and there. And then you have these supporting buttresses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down with a 4-pane window going up in between each. And here's on the outside again. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and please subscribe.